At Andy Kuznetsky Field, as Indiana High takes on Hampton. in a Indiana high school matchup. It's an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school sports night here in Indiana, and we are here looking for this Indiana High with Pat Doherty matchup here with Hampton, and it's homecoming tonight. It's going to be an exciting night. We're going to have a good crowd. We already have a lot of folks kind of filing in, but this could be a challenging matchup for Indiana. And Pat, we have some changes in the lineup tonight, and that could impact the way this game goes, but we are kind of excited to see what this Indiana High team can do.
Yeah, Jason Strack's going to be under center tonight for Indiana. Indiana's also possibly going to look to maybe change their offense a little bit, run a few different looks as far as formations, and maybe go under center a little bit more than the pistol and the shotgun that they've been in. So, Coach is trying to do anything he can to get a spark for this offense because they got to get the offense going. It's really been a struggle of late.
We saw some positives in the past couple of weeks, and last week especially, and the defense has done some things, but really, as you just said, Pat, the offense has struggled mightily, and I think that's impacted the defense. And when you look at the number of points per game for Indiana and the challenges that they faced, we got a freshman coming in starting at quarterback here tonight, and that's partly something that the coach is trying to see if they can get a spark for this offense.
Yeah, absolutely. And, when you look at the matchup on paper, and I know we don't play games on paper, Hampton, they come in, they only have 2 wins. And so, but that 2 wins to me, Mark, is deceiving because of who they've played. They've played a very challenging schedule this year, to say the least. And, so we'll see. And what we do know about Hampton is that they do what they do. They're going to line up. They're going to have a tight end. They're going to have a back in the backfield. They're going to have a wing, and they're going to try to run the ball. They'll go unbalanced, move the tackle over a good bit, and they're just going to try to run the ball on outside sweeps and hope they can get onto the edge. And if Indiana can contain that, make them one-dimensional having to throw the football, Indiana has a shot.
So we are going to hear more about our keys to the game coming up later in our Indiana Total Therapy pregame show. We're also going to hear from Coach Brad Wright coming up next, and we're going to hear a student spotlight, our senior spotlight with Pat Doherty, who's going to talk to one of the seniors for this Indiana High team as well coming up. That's all in the Indiana Total Therapy pregame show. All that and more as we continue this broadcast, Indiana Regional Medical Center High School Sports Night on AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV. Back after this.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Dan in a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck in a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
So what sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team. It's about the strategic and business plan. It's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
Sometimes you don't realize how dirty something is until it's sparkling clean. That goes for your house. What a difference a whole house cleaning would make. T's Window Cleaning will get rid of all that dirt, grime, and molds that builds on roofs, sidings, gutters, windowsills, and porches to make your home look brand new. Call today for a free estimate. T's Window Cleaning at 724-840-4160 or on Facebook.
This is Chief Justin Shaw with the Indiana Borough Police Department. Like your favorite team on the field, we're here for you before, during, and after the game. We take pride in being part of our community, from attending local events to engaging with students to caring for families. We're only a phone call away. Our team's mission is simple: your peace, safety, and comfort. The men and women of the Indiana Borough Police Department and our first responding partners are committed to serving and protecting you on and off the field. So as you cheer on your team, know that we've got your back. Stay safe, Indiana.
Renda Digital TV is Indiana County's leading live stream service. Our team of dedicated producers and on-air personalities work hard to bring you network-level event and sports coverage to your fingertips. And if you can't make it, every live stream is archived, so you never miss a minute. And for you IUP football fans, Renda Digital TV is the exclusive home of Hawk Talk, airing every Monday during the season. Subscribe to Renda Digital TV for free today.
What's the most popular 5-passenger SUV in central Pennsylvania? That's an easy one. It's the Mitsubishi Outlander Sport, of course. You see them everywhere. I mean everywhere. And why not? It's by far the greatest value on the market. With more standard features than most, great fuel economy, and the best warranty on the planet, buying a new Outlander Sport's an easy choice above all others. You gotta have one. Get your best Mitsubishi deal today at the Mitsubishi Giant.
5-star Mitsubishi. It doesn't get better than this.
Welcome back to the Indiana Total Therapy pregame show. I'm joined by Indiana head coach Brad Wright. Coach, it's homecoming. It's good to be home, but with homecoming comes a lot of, I don't want to use the word distraction, but pomp and circumstance maybe.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot going on. Friday we have 2 different pep rallies, one at Ben Franklin and one over here at the high school. It's nice that the different schools and the community want to make a big deal out of this and make it important and get us fired up and everything. So we're excited to go over and interact with the elementary school students. A lot of our older guys have written to these kids as pen pals, so it's nice that they get to meet their pen pals and interact together, and hopefully these kids will be able to come over and watch us Friday night.
So, second game in the conference. Last week, obviously the first half, you were very dissatisfied with the effort your team gave. Talk to me a little bit about how you've addressed that this week.
Well, we've changed our MO this week. We've emphasized physicality and stepping up, and we've changed our drills. We've done some drills that emphasize, physicality and coming off the ball and coaching details. We've done some half line stuff where we have, varsity players against the other side of the line, which are varsity players. So hopefully, you got the good on good element, and that'll sharpen the sword a little bit. Not that it's bad to go against the scout defense all the time, because there's value in that, but I think there's a lot of value too in going against good on good, and you have your best players and going against your best players.
As far as your health, how guys coming back, you lose anybody last week, where are we health-wise?
We're still doing well in that regard. We haven't lost anyone significant up to this point, at least as far as contributing on a Friday night. We're just getting ready to go with the guys we have, and we're coaching them hard, and we're emphasizing detail this week and physicality.
Can we expect any changes offensively? I mean, quarterback-wise, I know Strack got a few snaps there at the end, and I'm not asking you to tip your hand by any stretch, but is it a factor of maybe giving some other guys some reps that haven't gotten them yet?
Yeah, we definitely shuffled the deck a little bit on the offensive side of the ball. We've asked some guys to change some positions, our skill players, that is, just try to give us a little bit of energy and maybe give us a spark and make some splash plays, and hopefully it'll work out to our advantage.
When the community, it's supposed to be a beautiful night Friday night, and there is going to be a lot of people here. Do you try to get the kids to understand the history of Indiana football and what we want it to be?
Yeah, absolutely. I talk a lot about it. It's been a long time since there's been a really competitive, successful team here. We're going on 10 years now, and I talk about how we are building for the future. And the first step in that is getting the numbers back up in the program, which we have this year. But we're really bottom heavy, as I mentioned. But there's once was a very successful, competitive, proud program here, and our intentions are restoring that and getting back to that point. So yeah, we definitely emphasize history here.
And now, is retention obviously retention is a concern. You don't want to lose. You got the group of freshmen and sophomores. You want to keep those guys engaged in the program and hopefully get bigger, stronger, faster moving forward.
Yeah, and we do that with our off season community building projects and leadership building. You know, we have our young guys, you know, going out and doing things like we did the toy drive over at Salvation Army, that is. And then we also did the Thanksgiving dinner at Salvation Army, where we help prepare that. So getting the guys involved in the off season as leaders, I think, really helps to retain and helps them be a part of this year round.
Now Hampton comes in here. You know, talk to us a little bit about what you expect from Hampton.
So last year they threw us a big curveball, came out in a 4-4 cover one defense after having ran the 3-3 stack all season. I suspect that their D coordinator will at least test us with their schemes from last year and the same blitzes that they had last year, because we didn't do well against it last year. So we have our guys prepared to see either front, both the odd and the even front, and we've been repping it 50-50 all week, so I expect us to be ready for it this year.
And offensively, they've always kind of been, a strong, tough-nosed group of kids. They're not afraid to put a tight end in there and a wing back or an H-back and, try to just say, you know what, we're going to try to run it down your throat. I know Borgo, their running back that they've had there, he started as a freshman. He's finally gone.
Yeah.
So, what are you seeing on their offensive side?
They really subscribe to a system, and they stick with that system year after year, and they seem to always have kids they can just plug into it. They have the sweep and they have the counter, and then, like you said, they have the tight end with the wing, and they'll iso it up in there. So they coach the same thing year after year, and the kids get used to it. They're brought up, in that system.
All right, Coach, good luck tonight. We appreciate your time as always. That's Indiana head coach Brad Wright. We'll be back with more of the Indiana Total Therapy pregame show after this.
At Grand Beginnings Children's Center, their focus is on growing and teaching children to be the best they can be. They know children need education, inclusion, and safety. Grand Beginnings has a mission to provide a warm and nurturing environment in which each child can grow physically, emotionally, socially, intellectually, and spiritually. Grand Beginnings Children's Center with 2 locations in Indiana, teaching children to shine since 1991. Call 724-463-1819. Find them at grandbeginnings.net.
What sets one insurance agency apart from another? Building relationships. Hampton Blues Insurance prides themselves on building strong personal relationships with their clients. Hampton Blues is an independent agency offering you choices to get you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, life, or retirement, you want an agency working in your best interest. And that's Hampton Blues Insurance, 2 locations, Indiana and Johnstown.
MarionCenterBank.com. Looking for a bank that's rooted in your community? Looking for a bank that has all the latest options that a hometown bank should have? For personal and business banking, home loans and student loans, and fraud protection that's state-of-the-art, trust Marion Center Bank. With locations servicing Indiana, Armstrong, and Cambria counties. Struggling with student loan applications and decisions? Now is the perfect time to inquire about student loans at Marion Center Bank. MarionCenterBank.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Don't miss the Dowd 74th anniversary sale. Whether you want to furnish one room or your entire home, you'll save big. Right now, buy one item at Dowd's special sale price and get a second item of equal or lesser value at half off. That's right, every other item at half off. Plus, get 1 year free financing. The Dowd 74th anniversary sale. Drive a little, save a lot. Dowd's of Plumville and Greensburg.
Doesn't your home deserve Dowds?
SCG Hobby. It's in the name. Sports cards, comics, gaming, and more. Speaking of more, they also have a huge selection of Legos, board games, Dungeons & Dragons, and Warhammer. Whatever you fancy, they've got you covered. Come join the SCG family for fun events and tournaments nightly, including Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and more. Dive into a world of sports and fantasy at the SCG Hobby nearest you, with locations in Indiana, Latrobe, Altoona, and North Huntington. Find out more by logging into scghobby.com.
Are you or a loved one seeking a vibrant and supportive community to call home? Look no further than the Addison of Moorhead Place, located in Indiana. The Addison of Moorhead Place offers more than just a place to live. It's a place to thrive. With their commitment to exceptional care and enriched living experiences, they invite you to discover the joys of retirement in a community that feels like family. Schedule a tour today and discover why the Addison of Moorhead Place Senior Living is more than just a place to live. It's a place to thrive.
And we're back with Senior Spotlight presented by the Law Office of Patrick Doherty. I'm joined today by Senior Quinn Lipniscus. Quinn, tell me about your family a little bit. Do you have who are your parents?
My mom is Shannon Blues and my dad is Tim Lipniscus.
All right, how about any siblings? Do you have any brothers or sisters?
I have one little brother named Rudy Lipniscus.
Okay. How long have you been playing football, Quinn?
Since 5th grade.
And what is your favorite football memory?
My favorite football memory is freshman year going to Shippensburg team camp.
All right. Do you have any pregame rituals that are important to you? Like, what do you do? But what does Quinn Lipniscus need to do before a game to get himself ready to go?
We need a pregame meal and then music.
Any specific genre?
Anything's good with me, as long as it gets me fired up.
You don't have a specific pump-up song that you got to hear?
Not specifically right at this moment, but we'll see as the season goes on. Maybe something will catch on.
All right. Look, what are your goals for this season?
My season goals are to build as a leader and to win some football games with my boys over here. So yeah.
Okay. What are your plans for after high school?
To attend a 4-year university where I major in business.
Okay. Is there anybody that you would like to thank or give a shout out to?
My family and God.
Quinn, I appreciate the time. This has been Senior Spotlight with Quinn Lipniscus, brought to you by the Law Offices of Patrick Doherty.
Every year, we go on a search for great snacks or treats. Children enjoy more than just candy on Halloween. The best sources of calcium are milk, yogurt, and cheese. Kids like us love string cheese because it's tasty and fun to pull, twist, and eat. And parents love string cheese because it's rich in calcium, whatever that is. So give us kids the fun and goodness we are looking for. Make it a very dairy Halloween. A message from Allied Milk Producers.
It's football season, and before you know it, Mother Nature will say time to turn off the AC and crank up the furnace. Have you had your furnace checked lately? If not, call Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning in Indiana. They're this area's authorized trained dealer. Anderson's can give your furnace a full checkup to make sure it's ready for fall and winter. Don't wait. The game clock is ticking down for cooler temps. Call Anderson's at 724-465-8923. Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning. PA license 677.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Save up to $12,000 on a new F-150 at Luther Ford. At Luther Ford, buy a new 2024 F-150 4x4 XLT Super Crew full hybrid and save up to $12,000. Or buy a new 2024 Ford F-150 Super Duty 4x4 XLT Super Crew and save up to $8,000. Wow! And everyone qualifies. Luther Ford with 2 locations and twice the inventory. The savings are huge. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City, and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg.
I'm Senator Joe Pittman. From Indiana to Westmoreland and Jefferson to Armstrong counties, I'm dedicated to supporting every student in the 41st District. As Senate Majority Leader, I'm committed to ensuring our kids have the opportunities they deserve, whether it's excelling in athletics or engaging in extracurricular activities or achieving academic excellence. Together, we're building a strong foundation for our children's future. I appreciate your support and encourage you to vote, whether by mail or in person, on Election Day.
Hello, this is Attorney Patrick Doherty. In sports, teamwork is important. That's why I'm pleased to announce the addition of Attorney Amy Doherty to my team. Whether it's criminal law, divorce, child custody, child support, wills and estates, or buying and selling a home, our team is here for you. Visit us at 737 Water Street in downtown Indiana to discuss how our team can work for you. Good luck this season from the law office of Patrick Doherty.
To be a champion, you need to have teamwork, great skills, good conditioning, and above all, you need to stay healthy. But if injury occurs, you need a team of specialists that can get you back in the game. Indiana Total Therapy has been helping area athletes for years. Indiana Total Therapy, with 3 locations, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge in Blairsville, Shelley Drive in Indiana, and at the Human Motion Institute on the campus of IRMC. ITT, the best in our field, and voted Best Physical Therapy in the Best of Indiana County contest.
The Indiana County Technology Center is now accepting enrollment in our adult education programs. The ICTC's adult education programs offer in-demand post-secondary programs tailored to empower student success. From cosmetology to welding and practical nursing, the ICTC has a program for everyone. Indiana County Technology Center, empowering tomorrow's workforce.
With our Indiana Total Therapy pregame show live from Andy Kuznetsky Field. It is homecoming here at Indiana High, and the homecoming court is being introduced right now, and they're coming along in their in pretty nice cars, Pat.
Hey, I'll tell you, there's a couple Bentleys. There's a Bentley, a Corvette.
Yeah.
A couple Mustangs. Boy, these kids are living pretty good tonight, Mark.
Not too bad. They'll announce the homecoming queen for Indiana High today at halftime. They announced the homecoming king. We'll tell you more about that as we go along. But we got a football game to play, so let's focus on that. And it's time for our keys of the game, brought to you by Luther Ford Lincoln. So, Pat, you have our keys of the game for tonight.
Yeah, the keys are pretty simple, I think, for Indiana. How's the freshman quarterback going to perform as a starter? He's had all week to think about it now, which is good in that he got a lot of reps. It's bad that he's had a lot of time to think about it. And will Coach Wright put him in situations that are conducive to what he does? And he's a little bit bigger than Danny, so maybe we can see a little bit more running games. But again, it all starts up front. How good is the front seven of Indiana going to be able to hold up both offensively and defensively against the Hampton Talbots? And then finally, turnovers. Which team can force the turnovers? Indiana's been very successful the last couple weeks with special teams and turnovers. They set up a score down at Laurel Highlands. Elijah Thomas had the kickoff return last week. So, special teams and turnovers. If you can win that battle, then you give yourself a fighting chance.
So we're going to see what Indiana High elects to do here in a little bit when we hear about the kickoff return. We also have the Scott Zellum Award tonight. So that is something, the Memorial Award that we haven't talked about. It always happens with homecoming here. But as the Indiana High football team, and I love the fact that they're carrying the American flag out with them as we talk about the Scott Zellum Award. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that at halftime, Pat.
But since 2004, Doug Steve and Kevin Craig, those guys got together. They all were classmates of Scott Zellum. And, he lost his life fighting for our country. And so since 2004, they've awarded the player of the game at the homecoming game in his memory and his honor. And it's a really nice ceremony that they'll have at the end of this game tonight.
So we'll talk a little bit more about that at halftime. And Jeff Cripps, who's on the sidelines, is going to get a couple interviews with that as well. So we're going to take a quick time out. When we come back, we're going to have our starting lineups for tonight's game. We're also going to get ready for our opening kickoff, brought to you by Grand Beginnings Children's Center. So that all is coming up next as we continue with our Indiana Total Therapy pregame show. All that and more from our S&T Bank broadcast booth on Indiana High High School Football Night on Indiana High Indiana Regional Medical Center high school football night on Indiana High. I'll get it here sooner or later.
On Renda Digital TV and WDAD.
AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV. Back after this.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, as your family member,
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Hi, this is State Representative Jim Struzzi, and I'm proud to serve the 62nd Legislative District. We take pride in our communities, and I'm proud to support our area teams and all our students, wishing them the best of luck this school year. As we approach this year's election, I encourage you to make your voice heard, whether by mail or on the polls at Election Day. I am grateful for your past support, proud of the progress we've made together, and even more excited about the future. The best is yet to come.
Dan in a Van has it.
Crimson Wealth Management sideline report. So, Jeff, you have some info on the coin toss.
Yes, Mark, I do. So Hampton has won the toss. They've elected to receive, so they will start with the ball first tonight. We'll see Indiana's defense on the field and see if they can slow down this powerful Hampton offense.
Okay, and Jeff's going to get Coach Wright at halftime. Also going to have an interview at halftime about the Scott Zellum Award, and we're going to see this Indiana defense, which I think has been playing pretty well given the circumstances they've been put in over the past couple of weeks. We got Tim Birch getting ready to kick off for Indiana High.
Yeah, the problem is, Mark, the defense has just been put in so many tough situations due to the lack of offensive production. So hopefully tonight they can get it going.
Heath Borgo and I believe Brody Junker are back there to receive for Hampton. Now, Hampton only 2 wins, but as we said, their strength of schedule has been pretty impressive. So don't be misled by their record. Here's Birch's kick. It is a deep kick, and it's going to be over the hands of the intended receiver, and that was into the end zone. Brody Junker tried to get his hands on that about the 5-yard line, but it went over his hands and into the end zone, and they're going to take over about the 20-yard line. So Birch does his job, as he usually does.
Yeah.
Pretty good boot.
And we do want to recognize our officials tonight. It is PIAA Official Appreciation Week. So we want to thank all the officials for, because without officials, Mark, we wouldn't be able to have these games. So be respectful to the officials. They're just humans like we are, trying to do their job.
And our kickoff brought to you by Granby Giddings Children's Center as well. Make sure we note that. We'll talk about them here a little bit more. Here is the pass. Drop back. The ball is going to be fired and caught immediately at the 35-yard line, down to the 40, over across Indiana, into Indiana territory, down to the 35-yard line of Indiana. And that is going to be Ryan Scully, the junior, who makes the reception for a huge gain on first down all the way in Indiana territory.
Yeah, and I'm sure you can see this on the Renda Digital side with a replay, but all they did was run the tight end right down the seam, and were able to connect.
It's Porter Kelly is the 6-foot senior who is at quarterback and just took a 3-step drop and fired a quick seam pattern to the tight end. He's back in the shotgun formation. He's going to hand the football off this time to the running back, who runs over and is stopped after about a 2 or 3 yard gain. This time Indiana does a great job of slowing him down. And that's Jack Halley, who is the junior running back, actually the junior wing, coming in motion to get that handoff. It's going to pick up 3 yards on the play, so it's going to be 2nd down and 7.
Actually, it looks like they only gave him 2. Well, I guess 3 because it was on the 29.
So immediately Hampton gets back to that line of scrimmage on 2nd and 7. The ball is at the 31-yard line of Indiana. Ball is going to be handed up the middle to Brody Junker. He's going to fight his way forward. He gets a first down for the Hampton team, and they push it forward close to that red zone, but not quite there. But they will get the first down on that run.
Yeah, that was just, they just ran right behind the wing and were able to pump it up in there and just push the pile.
Offensive line doing its job in these early downs here for Hampton. Ball on the 22-yard line to give us the Junker again up the middle. He's going to fight his way forward, follow his blockers, picks up about 5 yards on first down. And boy, the line is doing its job here so far, Pat, as we're seeing that push, and you're picking up 4 or 5 yards every down. It's going to be a nice, easier job for your offense.
And this is what you expect out of a Hampton Talbot's offense.
They're only going to give him 4, but it's going to be enough for a 2nd and 6. So Porter Kelly going to have 2 receivers split to his left, and Junker is the running back. He's going to drop back the pass, fires, quick pass play, caught down near the 13-yard line is Heath Borgo, who is going to be close to a Hampton first down. I think he's going to be just shy, but he just ran a little button hook pattern.
Nope, they gave it to him.
Oh, and they did give him a first down. So he was right at that marker, and he ran a nice route there as he ran right to the marker, turned around, and Kelly delivered a nice ball.
They can still pick up a first down. The ball's on the 12.
So 9-13. Hampton moving the ball very effectively on this opening drive for the Talbots. Here is the rollout pass. Kelly rolls out, fires it across the middle, touchdown! Ryan Scully hits his tight end once again, this time in the end zone for a 12-yard strike. And boy, talk about efficient. That was what the Talbots offense did on that opening drive as Hampton took it right down the field. Running it, passing it, they did a little bit of everything, and they score first, 6-0 Hampton. So 9 minutes left to go in this opening quarter. Hampton lines up to the left, and then they move their entire offensive line into the middle of the field as they get set for this extra point. Snap is good. Kick is up and good. 7-0 Hampton with the early lead. We're going to come back in 60 seconds. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Reddit Digital TV back after this.
And a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck and a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
Luxembourg's Jewelers would like to let the community know that due to unfortunate flooding circumstances at their downtown location, they have temporarily moved their inventory to their Indiana Mall store. Elegance and affordability like never before at Luxembourg's overflowing Indiana Mall location. Now is the perfect time to take advantage of Luxembourg's store-wide sale. So if you're looking for breathtaking engagement rings or searching for a stunning Christmas gift, there's no need to wait. Now is the time to visit the store-wide sale at Luxembourg's Jewelers Indiana Mall location.
Here is Roman Jones, who's able to take it across the 40-yard line, across the 40, and flag is thrown late, but not before Jones takes it to about the 47-yard line. We'll see where this flag is. It was a late flag, and Roman had a nice return after that touchdown drive. We'll talk about that in a second, but let's see what the flag is in regards to. Normally you'd say this was against the return team, but it was very late.
Yeah, holding.
It is a face mask against Hampton. So that ball was at the 47-yard line on a great return by Roman Jones. And you kind of wondered, because that was so late thrown, if that was maybe against the defense. And it was, and it's going to place the football all the way to Hampton's 38-yard line. So Indiana, after a really rough opening drive, has some pretty good field position here.
Yep. And let's see what they can do. I'd expect a heavy dose of Elijah Thomas.
And so Strack is the quarterback under center, and you're going to get Elijah Thomas up the middle. He's going to fight his way forward, but really not a whole lot there. Pat, you have a drive summary.
Yeah, that drive summary was 6 plays, 80 yards, capped by the 12-yard pass from Porter Kelly to Ryan Scully at the 9-minute mark of the first quarter.
And that drive summary brought to you by Luther Ford Lincoln. So they're going to give, no gain for Elijah Thomas, and now Strack is going to be in the shotgun formation with Thomas in his backfield. He's going to hand it. Well, no, he's going to fake it to Elijah and instead keeps it himself, but the defense read that play beautifully, and they drop him immediately. That's going to be Drew Interthal, among with a lot of other folks, because it seemed like that entire defensive front read that play.
And, the problem here is now you're in a 3rd and 13 for your freshman quarterback. That's not the situation you want to be in.
Dropped him for about a 3-yard loss. So did not work the way they needed it to. Here's Strack back to pass. He does fire it. Ball is out of the hands, close to the intended receiver, but in and out of the hands, and it's going to be an incomplete pass, and Indiana looks as if they're going to send the punting team in. So you had good field position, good kick return, a penalty, but
they had an opportunity and just weren't able to make anything happen. And again, to me, Mark, Hampton's front really dominated Indiana's front.
You could see it immediately, and you saw it really on the opening drive offensively for Hampton as well. And that it was a concern all year for Indiana, and certainly now as the kick is up, and it's going to be fielded at about the 15-yard line. Indiana misses a tackle. The returner flag is thrown behind the play and finally dropped out of bounds at near the 40-yard line. This one looks like it's going to be coming back, though, as the flag is deep on that return. Defensive front's always a concern when you're looking at or offensive and defensive fronts with Indiana. We talked about it all year. We saw against Char Valley and a lot of when Indiana seems to struggle, it seems like it's that offensive and defensive front that dominates. So sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say the penalty backs Hampton up. That's going to put it on the 24-yard line.
So the Talbot's going to have a longer field in front of them now. Their opening drive started at 20. It's now 7-0, 7:25 left to go in the first quarter. Hampton with the lead. They're starting their second drive. So here is Porter Kelly, the senior quarterback, in the shotgun formation.
Boy, they ran a guy on late. That should have been an illegal substitution.
Kelly back to pass. He throws it deep down the field. This is going to overshoot everybody. Almost had a shot at the deep receiver. But
and there's Willie Hasselrig, number 5 for Hampton. He hadn't played much the last couple weeks, so I don't even have him on the depth chart. But you might remember from last year his brother, Benny Hasselrig. And
the last name is definitely rings a bell because of the numbers that they can put up. And you could see the burst of speed he had as he was trying to get past the defender, but ball was just overthrown. So here is Kelly again in the shotgun formation. This time he's going to give it to Borgo across the way, and Borgo is going to fight his way forward around the right end from the wing formation as he went in motion, took that handoff for a first down for the Talbots.
Is there a flag, Jeff?
Flag down, guys. Yep, in the backfield.
What do you see there, Jeff?
I believe it's going to be holding on Hampton. I haven't seen the signal yet, though.
All right, thank you. Our sideline reports are brought to you by Crimson Wealth Management and Blairsville Floor Covering.
Yes, sir.
So we thank them for their support.
So this flag is going to push it back. They ran that play earlier to Jack Halley, coming out of the wing formation in motion to get that handoff. And we see so many offenses run this type of offense these days.
Yeah, and it's great as long as you can secure the edge. But if you have a defense that can run laterally, it makes it really tough.
Against Indiana, it's been challenging because they've had a little bit of struggle with their numbers up front. But either way, this one is 2nd down and 20. 7:07 left to go in a running clock. A pass going to be fired and caught. Going to pick up about 13, 14 yards maybe after that pass completion. Just a quick hitter. One thing about Kelly is like a lot of these pass plays, they've been just 3-step drops. He's dropped back and fired it. Not a lot of pressure and not a lot of hasn't had to worry about it because he hasn't needed a lot of time to be able to throw those pass patterns short. And actually, they're going to run this out of bounds.
3rd and 3.
Yes, that's going to be a 17-yard gain on just a quick short pass pattern. So 3rd and 3 now at the Hampton 31. Now he drops deep drop here for Kelly. He's going to try to fire it to his tight end. He's going to, did he make the catch?
Incomplete.
Yes, he did.
It.
So he did catch it, and that again is Ryan Scully, who's had a big first quarter here at the tight end position.
Indiana had several defenders right there, and he took a big hit and was able to hold on. You can see the Dowds of Plumville replay on Renda Digital TV.
Yeah, Scully's 6'4", 220 pounds, and looked to be well covered there, but he did a nice job at going up, getting that football, and using his size to make the catch. That's a 1st down catch for the Talbots. 5:57 to go in this first quarter. 7-0 Hampton. Here's Kelly back to pass. No, he's going to hand it off up the middle. Handoff is to Junker. Junker's going to fight his way forward for about 8 yards. And again, the offensive front for Hampton is able to get that push forward and allow Junker to pick up 8.
Yeah, now they're already into Indiana territory. Ball sits right on the 49.
And they get up to the line of scrimmage so quickly, even though they look to the sidelines for the play, it keeps the defense in check. This time they hand it off again, but Indiana's defense is up to the task this time as they shut down Junker near the line of scrimmage. They might give him a half a yard, but it's going to be 3rd and about 1.5 yards. So important down here for the Indiana D.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get a stop here and get off the field.
4:50 on this running clock. Porter Kelly in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers split to his left. He's going to hand the football. No, he's going to keep it himself up the middle for a 1st down. Fake the handoff to Junker over to the left side and instead just kept it himself. Linebackers bit on the handoff fake, and that allowed the middle to open up for a nice gain down to the 36-yard line.
Indiana really has no answer at this point for this Hampton offense. And, you know, unfortunately, Mark, we've seen this before. I mean, this isn't new. Hampton's not running anything that they haven't run for years.
They're running it very effectively, and here is Kelly back to pass. He's under some pressure this time. Wyatt misses a tackle, but does enough to force a throw out of bounds. So John Wyatt got in the backfield and provided that pressure. The problem is, you know, when you look at this offense, they're running it very effectively, but it's that offensive line. They're getting enough of that push where they're able to get enough yards on the ground. They're able to make some quick pass plays, just short passes that are causing the defense to be able to have to pay respect to that pass. So they're doing enough effectively in both aspects of the game that is causing that defense to pause. So when you fake the handoff, if you're the quarterback,
right?
I mean, it's an easy run for about 8 or 9 yards. Here's Kelly again. He's going to do it this time. Ooh, just misses the wide receiver screen. Looking for Heath Borgo. And really, it's self-inflicted plays like that have slowed this team down.
They really had plenty of time there. They just rushed it the throw just enough that it was off Borgo's fingertips.
And I want to give credit to Hampton. That's what I'm not trying to talk down this Indiana defense because I think they've done some good work here the past few weeks. But these first couple of drives have been very efficient by this Talbot's offense. Third down and 10 here, 4:09 left to go in the first quarter. Here is Kelly back to pass. He's chased out of the pocket, rolling to his left. He's going to fire it. He does find the receiver. He's going to be, right near that marker.
At that stick. I think it's going to be a first down.
Luke Kloss, I believe, is the junior receiver, and he's going to get the first. And that's the other thing, Pat. A couple of these patterns on third down that they have converted.
Right.
These receivers know exactly where those first down chains are, and they run those patterns right to those markers, turn around, and are able to get the ball.
And Kelly does just enough to buy enough time to allow them to get open.
So first and 10 now for Hampton on the 26-yard line. Here is Kelly. He's back to pass. He finds his receiver. Gets an opening down to cross for another first down inside the 10-yard line. That's number 3, Brody. Was that
Junker?
So I have Junker listed as a 3 and a 2.
All right.
And there is a 3 and a 2 both on the field. So they both can't be Brody Junker unless he's
Brody Junker
cloned
is
himself.
Listed on the main one as 2. Or
who is
sorry,
number
as 3.
So who is number 2 then?
2 is an Evan McEnany.
So we'll call it McEnany 2 from now on. Here is the handoff, this time to Heath Borgo. So Junker has not cloned himself. We do have 2 different people out there, although this couple opening drives, you might question that. This tackle has been made, though, by Indiana, who slows them down. Second down and goal now from the 7-yard line. McEnany is the running back, and Brody Junker heading off to the sideline now. Three receivers split to the right for Porter Kelly. He has liked to run this football, and instead now he has ran at foot. I was going to say he likes to throw this football in these situations so far in this game. This time he faked the handoff and ran it himself, and almost a Freudian slip because he said he likes to run it, and he did run it.
Yeah. There's something in the stadium, the play clocks are not working, so I wonder if the referees know that, and B, if they're keeping it on the field.
Hasn't mattered so far.
Oh, no.
Hampton's been very quick running these plays, and here is going to be the handoff up the middle to McElhinney, and he is going to fight his way forward. He's going to look right near that goal line marker. They haven't signaled.
Touchdown.
Now they signal touchdown. So McElhinney's going to get that touchdown run. Another efficient touchdown drive by this Hampton offense. 1:47 left to go in a first quarter here for Indiana that they haven't had a lot of answers for. Here is going to be the extra point attempt. Snap is down. The extra point is up and good. 14-0 Hampton. Still in the first quarter. 1:47 left to go. You're listening to AM 1450 WDID, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV. Back in 30 seconds.
Are you or a loved one seeking a vibrant and supportive community to call home? Look no further than the Addison of Moorhead Place, located in Indiana. The Addison of Moorhead Place offers more than just a place to live. It's a place to thrive. With their commitment to exceptional care and enriched living experiences, they invite you to discover the joys of retirement in a community that feels like family. Schedule a tour today and discover why the Addison of Moorhead Place Senior Living is more than just a place to live. It's a place to thrive.
Hampton, Luther Ford Lincoln drive summary.
13 plays, 76 yards, capped off by the 3-yard run by Evan McEnany at the 1:47 mark of the first quarter.
Here is going to be the ensuing kick, and it's going to be a short kick, almost an onside attempt.
Yep. It was an onside attempt.
Hampton, we're going to see who comes away with this. I think Indiana did.
Indiana got it.
Grab it. We're going to see who came off the bottom of the pile. Still hard to see exactly who came off that bottom of the pile, but a very deliberate onside kick. Jeff, what do you see down there? Let's go down to our Crimson Wealth Management sideline report.
Yeah, Mark, you were talking about how Hampton's last drive, when they ordered Kelly number 6 for them, he's a senior. He's been running this offense for quite a while, and that's the difference between Indiana's number 6 and Hampton's number 6 tonight. A lot of experience behind their offensive line.
And going from a senior quarterback to a freshman quarterback in Jason Strack as Indiana takes over at the 40-yard line. Jason under center, which we're not used to seeing. He's back to pass. He fires it deep down the field. Little miscommunication there as the receiver, I think that might have been Kessler who he was looking at. And Kessler is looking to the sidelines now, so I wonder if it may have been the wrong pattern as that ball was thrown deep, and Preston seemed like he was
It looked like
looking
Preston
short.
ran a slant, trying to get behind the backers, and Jason thought he was going over the top, so I don't know if they misread the coverage or...
But, I mean, that kind of thing is going to happen, and you almost have to expect that when you're running that with a freshman. And very stark contrast when you're looking at the two quarterbacks here tonight. 2nd down and 10 now from the 40-yard line. Here is the pass. It's going to be to Kessler on a wide receiver screen. He's going to try to fight his way forward. Might lose a yard here as they went right back to Preston.
Junker on the tackle.
So they are going to lose a yard. And again, this is the first 2 offensive series. When you switch quarterbacks, you put a freshman quarterback in there, and both series, immediately you're faced with a 3rd and long. It's not how you want to get started and get that guy comfortable out there. Ball on the 39-yard line of Indiana right now. Here's Strack. Back to pass. Under some pressure. He's going to be dropped. Hit and dropped. Dustin Kerr, the outside linebacker, comes in and makes the sack. Indiana's going to face a 4th down, and they're going to punt the football away. Kerr came in the backfield and really never allowed Strack to be able to do much. He tried to be able to run out of that and just had no room.
That defensive front for Hampton just obliterated Indiana's offensive line, and they have to get more stout up front.
30 seconds left here in this first quarter. Hampton already leading 14-0. They're going to get the football back. Here is going to be a high punt. Going to be fair caught, I believe, by McEnany at the 36-yard line. We're going to keep it here as we're getting ready to see what this Hampton offense can do, and more importantly, I guess, what this Indiana defense might be able to do. Unfortunately, if you're the Indiana defense, I mean, you've been out in the field a lot.
Yeah,
and
I mean, that last drive that Hampton had started at the 7:25 mark and ended at 1:47.
13 plays, I think we said.
Yep, 13 plays. And,
I mean, that
almost 6 full minutes.
Makes a huge difference when you're keeping that defense out in the field. I know a lot of these guys play both ways. Here's Kelly. He's back to pass. Deep drop. He's going to fire it deep down the field. He's looking. Tries to find his receiver. Good coverage. They're going to throw a flag there. Boy, I did not see that. That looked like pretty good coverage. That was it was going to Jack Halley, who was the intended receiver. And I thought the coverage, I think it was Roman Jones. We'll see if we don't have that.
I don't know if we can see it on the replay.
Dowd's replay, but
we do want to thank Dowd's of Plumville for providing replays on Renda Digital TV.
I mean, it was close, but to be honest with you, and they're actually, were they going to send this one back?
Well, they'll take it back and then march the 15 from the line of scrimmage.
Well, they are going to call defensive pass interference on this, but
in high school, it's only a 15-yard penalty. So
I thought that that was one I thought they could have let go because it looked like both the receiver and the defender were both kind of engaged there. But
you see, that's 2 times now in 1st down. Hampton's tried to take a deep shot.
And they have trips receivers to the right again. And here is a wide receiver screen. Ball is going to be caught. Going to be a 1st down now for Hampton. He fights his way forward. That is going to be Heath Borgo. Borgo, again, one of those wings that is able to find his way.
And that's going to end the quarter for us.
Ends the quarter, 14-0 Hampton. They're on the move yet again. We're going to take a 60-second timeout and come back. You're listening to AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV. Back after this.
Sometimes you don't realize how dirty something is until it's sparkling clean. That goes for your house. What a difference a whole house cleaning would make. T's window cleaning will get rid of all that dirt, grime, and molds that builds on roofs, sidings, gutters, windowsills, and porches to make your home look brand new. Call today for a free estimate. T's Window Cleaning at 724-840-4160 or on Facebook.
Nothing. Hampton with the lead. They have the football again. They already had this is the fourth play of their third drive of the game. They got two receivers split to the left for Kelly. He's going to hand it off to McEnany, who's going to take the right hand off the tackle, going to fight his way forward near the first down marker. And they were at the 29-yard line. He takes it down inside the 20, it looks like, for a first down. We're right at the 20, so they're going to take it to the red zone. Hampton has pretty much done whatever they've wanted here in the early goings on offense. They've ran it. They've passed it a lot. I mean, I think that's been a pretty even balance, maybe actually a little bit favoring the pass for Porter Kelly. Same formation here for the senior quarterback as he's going to hand it off again to McEnany. This time he does get the first down. So they did mark him about a yard shy, but same handoff. Off left tackle and does get the first.
Yeah, we want to thank InFirst Bank, our first down sponsor. They've been supporting Indiana County since 1922. So InFirst Bank, we appreciate their support of high school football.
InFirst Bank, a good partner for our community, and we're happy to have them a part of this broadcast here.
Looks like it's sitting right on the 10, so it'll be first and goal.
It's first and goal from the 10. Porter Kelly looking to his Borgo now moves from right to left. This is first and goal, and the handoff. Boy, he gives that handoff so quickly. It's going to be stopped after about a 2-yard gain, but Kelly does such a nice job of getting that snap and having that handoff so quickly that you're not sure whether he still has the ball or not. And that fake is enough to keep those linebackers intact. But this time they were able to make the stop after just a very short gain to McEnany.
But as you see, Mark, they don't do anything crazy.
No.
They run the same play, same formation. They just do it well.
Snap, usually it's a fake or he hands it off, and it's the same thing. And we are going to get a Luxembourg Jewelers timeout. So timeout brought to you by Luxembourg Jewelers with 2 locations on Philadelphia Street and at the Indiana Mall. So we're going to take a 60-second timeout as well. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV back after this.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Hi, I'm Eric Brocious. Many of you know me as a high school teacher and a coach. What you didn't know, though, is I'm also a businessman, owner of EMB Computing. I'd like to invite you to our new state-of-the-art facility to see our line of computers, laptops, iPads, MacBooks, and accessories. If you're a business owner, we'll assist you with your networks, servers, workstations, printers, and even your business phone systems. We are located at 57 North 11th Street in Indiana, or you can find us on the web at embcomputing.com.
The Hampton Talbots. Here is Kelly rolling out to his right. Does a pump fake. He's under some pressure. Rolls back to his left. Still under pressure. Great job by Porter Kelly. Still trying to find an open receiver. Fires it into the end zone, and the ball is dropped. And that is almost a travesty for Hampton, because that was a tremendous job by Kelly.
And there's a flag.
I mean, Kelly did everything he could to buy as much time as he could.
I mean, it reminds you of like a Brett Favre.
Yeah.
Just kind of wheeling and dealing and finds that guy wide open in the back of the end zone. And he just couldn't finish. Let's see, what's the flag? Is this going to be a hold?
And he still almost completed the pass. The ball was actually dropped by an open receiver in the end zone. But this one is going to come back, as it is a hold. And usually when at the high school level, when you're running around that much, you have to have somebody on the offensive line that grabs a little bit of the jersey, and that's what happened there for Hampton. But take nothing away from what Kelly did there to avoid the pressure by Indiana and buy himself enough time to at least deliver, at the time, what could have been a touchdown pass.
Yeah, and that's going to back them all the way up to 23-yard line.
So second and goal now from the 23, and here is going to be the handoff to McEnany, and he fights his way forward. Good job by the Indiana defensive front this time. John Wyatt in there making the stop. So it's going to set up a third and goal, I should say, but it's going to be about an 18-yard difference here from the goal line.
Third goal from the 19.
So third and goal from the 19. We have 9 minutes left to go in the first half. Hampton leading 14-0. They're looking for more as this offense slowed down a little bit here. We'll see what Porter Kelly does. He's been impressive so far in this first half. Man in motion. Fake handoff. He's going to drop back the pass. Inside screen. Good job by Indiana to read that play. Wyatt got in the backfield to really deliver some of that pressure. We do got an Indiana defender down, though, near the line of scrimmage, and they're going to call a timeout to take a look at this. We're going to take a quick timeout as well. 14-0. We have a fourth down coming up here for Hampton. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM. Renda Digital TV back after this.
Sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team. It's about the strategic and business plan. It's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
What did you see down there with the injured player?
Yeah, that was Darius Webb. Looked like maybe he took a knee to his thigh, like maybe had a Charlie horse type cramp on that tackle there.
Okay, our sideline reports brought to you by Crimson Wealth Management and Blairsville Floor Covering. Here's Porter Kelly on fourth down. Little flea flicker deep into the end zone. The ball is going to be knocked away. Good defense. Threw it a triple coverage that time, but we've seen some of these Hampton receivers come down with that pass, but great coverage that time by the Indiana defense, and they knock it away.
And we have a Dowds of Plumville replay here, Mark. Yeah, great job by Indiana.
8:32.
That was Roman Jones who broke up that pass, guys.
Roman Jones. Thank you, Jeff.
Good job by Roman. So Indiana now has the ball
on the 19-yard line. So big stop there, helped out by a penalty. A holding penalty by Hampton, and Indiana now trailing 14-0. We'll see if this offense can put something together, change a little bit of the momentum of this game. Jason Strack under center. Not used to seeing the Indiana quarterback under center, but this time he does hand the football up the middle, and good gain here on first down.
Yeah, they just ran like a little belly or a trap there, and Indiana was able to get about 6 yards.
I think it was Wyatt. We'll see who the
Wyatt was the ball carrier, guys.
Wow, John Wyatt was the ball carrier. He did not want to turn around for me that I could read the number, Jeff. So I appreciate the help from the carpet, sponsored by Blairsville Floor Covering and Crimson Wealth Management. 2nd down and 3. The give is going to be again up the middle, this time fighting forward again. Near that first down marker. Some
now we're going to get a
extracurricular.
Foul.
We'll see what this one is on.
I think that's going to be on Indiana, blocking well after the whistle. Maybe it'll be offsetting if we're lucky.
Well, we'll see. There was definitely some extracurricular pushing and shoving. And the official dropped the flag 3 times as he's walking back towards the original line of scrimmage. That would have been about a 2-yard gain, setting up a 3rd and short. And we're going to see what they call here. Still discussing it. They're pointing towards Indiana, so this doesn't look good for the Little Indians.
Dead ball, personal foul on Indiana.
Yep.
Yep, my eyes did not deceive.
No, it's what it looked like. You were, for an Indiana fan, you were hoping that maybe there was some offsetting penalties there. That I'm sure something led to that, and they were. As we get a replay back here, this is great. They're down to Plumville replays, but that's going to hurt. Now I don't understand why
it's a dead ball. So
it's dead ball, but it should have been 3rd and 1.
Well, now it's 3rd and a million.
So I guess it is 3rd and 16. So that's a 15-yard penalty.
Yep.
So it would have been 3rd and 1. Now it's 3rd and 16, and that is a killer penalty. Strack is in the shotgun formation. He is back to pass. He fires it. Has the receiver, Joseph, is going to avoid 1 tackle. Is going to fight his way forward to the 20-yard line. But still, that 6-yard gain is not enough.
Yeah, it ends up being a 4-yard gain out to the 20.
So
Tyler Nelson is going to come on to punt.
Holding penalty for Hampton. Stalled their drive, and now Indiana comes out, and that personal foul with just that late push stalls what could have been a promising drive for them. They have yet to pick up a 1st down in this.
Right.
And they're going to go for it. It looks, no, they do have,
No, they're
I'm sorry.
fine.
Yeah, they do have snuck out behind me there, and the kick is going to be a high kick. It's going to be a fair catch down at about the 49-yard line of Hampton. So actually they're going to move it forward to the 50 somehow, but 1 yard doesn't make that big of a difference. 14-0 Hampton with the lead. Their offense comes back out on the field. They've moved the football on every single drive so far. They were stalled by a good defensive stand by Indiana on their 3rd drive, the last drive that they had.
You know, with the ball being at the 50, that reminds me that my colleague's not quite 50 yet, but it is your birthday today, isn't it? Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You're a few years shy, a couple yards
I had to
shy
sneak
of
that
the
in
50.
there somewhere. Yeah, I'm close. Here's the handoff up the middle. McEnany.
Not the best segue in the world, but you know.
It was enough of more of a transition.
I should have waited till we got the ball in the 40-something. 40-something. I'm not going to rat you out totally.
We could just move along. 6-yard pickup here for McEnany. And he's going to get the handoff again, this time trying to fight his way forward. Good defense by Indiana does bring him down. It's going to be close to a 1st down, but McEnany's slow getting up here. John Wyatt brought him down near the 1st down marker. He's going to be about a yard shy. But
I want to go back to that Darius Webb injury real quick. And this is just, you know, we saw Hampton's athletic trainer come out last week. The other team's athletic trainer had to. We don't have an athletic trainer.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure, you know, what Indiana's administration has to do to get one, but they need to get one. It's imperative for these student athletes' health and welfare. Now I'm off my soapbox.
3rd down and 2. Here is Kelly. Fires it. Boy, off the mark. And that's one of the first times we've seen Porter Kelly really off the mark on the pass. Incomplete. Sets up 4th and 2 now. He was looking for, I believe that was number 20 again, Jack Halley, for just a quick slant pattern across the middle. and they're going to go for it. So 4th and 2, another big opportunity here for the Indiana High D. They tried to get him to draw him off sides. Did not work there.
They flinched, but they didn't enter the neutral zone.
4th and 2 now from the Indiana 42-yard line. Here is going to be fake handoff, and they're going to swallow him up, and a big tackle by John Wyatt in the backfield.
So that's 2 drives now that Indiana has held Hampton out of the end zone. So at the 5:20 mark, it's 14-0. Indiana maybe is settled down now.
John did a great job that time of just focusing on the quarterback no matter what he did, and it was a great fake by Porter Kelly, but Wyatt, a better job of reading that and just swallowing up Kelly and making the tackle for a loss. Indiana takes over now, 5:20 left to go in the half, trailing 14-0. Here is going to be the handoff, but this time, good tackle in the backfield by Hampton. And that is going to be number 52 making the tackle, Logan Grondwalski.
Say that 10 times
Yeah,
fast.
I was hoping it would be like Logan Green, but no, it was Logan Grondwalski.
But again,
that's a 3-yard loss.
Yeah, that's where Indiana needs to start varying what they're doing on first down, because they're just loading the box, bringing the run blitz on first down.
And then there's 2nd and long here for Indiana. Strack under center again. He's going to hand the football off. No, he's going to fake it. And again, a sack this time by Dustin Kerr. Kerr's got his 2nd sack of the game. Came in the backfield again. And just what we talked about, what John Wyatt did about reading the quarterback only and not biting on the fake. Jason Strack did a play action and
didn't have a chance.
Had no chance. Kerr never bought the play action and went right at him and tackled him for a huge sack. Ball now back to the 35-yard line, 3rd and 20. And again, Indiana's faced with 3rd and very long. And they have yet to pick up a first down in this first half. Under 4 minutes left to go. Snap is low. Strack's just going to have to fall on the football down at the 19-yard line, and Indiana's going to be forced to punt it again. So you have 2 big stops in a row for the Indiana High defense, but the offense goes 3 and out on every single possession.
And lost yardage.
So now you're going to have Thomas come out and, Tyler Nelson come out and punt the football again. He's had some nice punts, but he's not had the field position to be able to really change that field position enough.
4th and 35.
Well, there's not too many plays for 4th and 35.
You'll be lucky if he gets the punt back to the first down mark.
And it is a high kick. It's going to be returned this time by Hampton. He's going to fight his way forward down to the 32-yard line. So it's a very good return by Borgo, who he caught it with kind of a running catch near the 50-yard line and was able to push it forward for about a 15-yard pickup. And Hampton's going to take over. They're leading 14-0, 3:08 left to go. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout. We'll come back with this play. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV back after this.
LT Super Crew and save up to $8,000. Wow! And everyone qualifies. Luther Ford with 2 locations and twice the inventory. The savings are huge. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City, and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg.
We come back to you from our S&T Bank broadcast booth, People Forward Banking, and as we do, the Wildcats commit a false start that will back them up from the 11 to the 6-yard line, and they continue to shoot themselves in the foot. They've done some good things. They've done some bad things. West Shamokin has done some good things. West Shamokin has done some bad things, and as Ward said earlier, that's why one team is 1-5, and the other is looking for their first win, the Wolves, and the Wolves will have winless Conemaugh Valley at home next week. I think that game's at home. Let me check my notes.
I think you're right.
Yes, it is. And West Shamokin losing big at home tonight, or Conemaugh Valley losing big at home tonight to River Valley. Carson her own shotgun snap. Carson, as a flag flies, probably going to have a hold on Homer Center. Arone out over the 10-yard line, but I think it's going to be half the distance to the goal. Rocco Buffone on the tackle for the West Shamokin Wolves. I mentioned his dad, Jim. Oh, it's personal foul, face mask. My apologies to Homer Center. Face mask on the Wolves.
That's got to drive Coach Parsons crazy, too. They had him in the hole there.
Tim Buffone inducted into the IUP Sports Hall of Fame. That was a wonderful ceremony in front of a big, big crowd last week. And I bet tomorrow's crowd's going to push 10,000 with The Rock coming into town, nationally ranked. It's going to be a great atmosphere. 1:30 airtime on U92.5 with Jack Benedict, the legend, and Pat Doherty, Jake Slobotnik. We'll have homecoming parade coverage on Renda Digital TV.
Gonna have a nice day, too, from what I've seen.
Oh, it's going to be beautiful. So to the 25-yard line, a little more breathing room, and the read option, and Carson Arone not going to break free this time. He's going to lose yardage back to about the 5-yard line.
That was pretty bad.
20-yard line, I should say.
Pretty lousy blocking there. He didn't have a chance.
Trey Rocco on the tackle for the Wolves defensive end, and injury as Carson Arone is down. It might be a cramp issue, and here comes one of the Wildcats' star players trotting out onto the field. That is trainer Bob Rupert. Injury timeout or timeouts all night long, brought to you by Luxembourg's Jewelers. Time to lay away for the holidays. Downtown Indiana location temporarily closed for some renovations and repairs. Do all of your shopping at the Indiana Mall store and take advantage. They are Indiana's Jewelers since 1916. We are at Homer Center. It's 7-7 Wolves and Wildcats on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
For over 90 years, the Graf name has been synonymous with insurance in Armstrong County and the surrounding area. With over 30 insurance brands, the Graf Agency specializes in customizing your insurance to fit your needs. The John F. Graf Insurance Agency offers insurance and related services in personal, business, life, accident, health, government, bonds, and investments. Stop in today and let them give you a quote, or give them a call and let them do your shopping for you. Proud supporter of West Shamokin Athletics.
Off the field under his own power, hopefully just a cramp.
I think that's what it was.
Wildcats have Gabe Cobaugh, Will Jones, twin brother Dan Jones, Caden McAnulty, Eli Turk, Brian Mills, Josh Voluchik, C.J. Fairbanks, and Colin Dunn injured. That's a long list.
That's a long list, especially when you're struggling, and those are some key players. I think Braden Dunn is going to take over.
He's not unfamiliar to the position, and he takes the shotgun snap. He's going to load up and throw deep for Colin Doherty. Doherty can't get to it at the 45-yard line of the Wolves, so it'll be 3rd down and 14. Just overthrown a little bit.
Yeah.
Dunn, 24 of 43, 277 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, and a couple of interceptions. He has 5 receptions to his credit and nearing 80 rushes. He does it all. And last week with 108 yards rushing, including a 20-yard touchdown run, a forced fumble that set up that touchdown run, 59-yard punt return. He was a pretty easy choice in our Renda Media voting for the IRMC Player of the Week. And he got the trophy and the T-shirt yesterday. Congratulations, Braden. And they hand it off. No, he's going to keep it. And good defense, no blocking it again for Homer Center. And the Wildcats are going to have to send out the punt team. Getting off the bottom of the pile, Trey Rocco for the West Shamokin Wolves, along with outside linebacker Ryan Boer.
Way too much penetration there, Mark. He didn't have a prayer back there. Homer got to look to the flats. Yeah, that seems to be the open spot. They can get it out into the flat. Yeah, get 4 or 5 yards. Who knows? Missed tackle.
Brady Fraser stands at his own 4-yard line. Snap is strong, and he gets it away. Line drive bounces at the 45, 40, picked up by Wingard. At the 37, he gets over the 40 to the 41. Good kick coverage by Deegan Fedoric, and also Riley Kobaugh. We have a media timeout on the field with 5:25 remaining in the first half. West Shamokin 7, Homer Center 7 on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
I've always been a very hard worker, and I thought that there was something that smart people that work hard could do differently with the money that you've worked so hard to earn. I consulted First Commonwealth Bank. They said, absolutely there is. And then they called us with a program that was directly suited for us. I've been able to enjoy what I've worked a lifetime to create, and I've done all that with the help of First Commonwealth Bank.
Hi, I'm Eric Brocious. Many of you know me as a high school teacher and a coach. What you didn't know, though, is I'm also a businessman, owner of EMB Computing. I'd like to invite you to our new state-of-the-art facility to see our line of computers, laptops, iPads, MacBooks, and accessories. If you're a business owner, we'll assist you with your networks, servers, workstations, printers, and even your business phone systems. We are located at 57 North 11th Street in Indiana, or you can find us on the web at embcomputing.com. We are your technology specialists.
As we welcome you back to Memorial Field on this beautiful fall evening in early October. West Shamokin, Conemaugh Valley, the only two remaining teams now in the Heritage looking for their first win. They'll face each other next weekend at West Shamokin, and Homer Center hoping that West Shamokin will still be looking for their first win. West Shamokin Wolves tied with Marion Center for the second largest school in the Heritage Conference. River Valley first with 191 male students in grades 9 through 11. West Shamokin, Marion Center 182 apiece. West Shamokin at their own 41-yard line with 5:25 left. And they give it up the middle. And I think it's Kimmel and good defense. Jackson Taylor and Cody Bell, Brady Fraser, all in there for the Wildcats.
Kimmel on the carry.
That's big. You stop the first down play. The Wildcats have had a couple series there where they've given up 7 yards.
Yeah, then what's interesting is they kind of recovered and stopped them the next couple plays.
Starting to read it a little better, but it just they have lapses, and that's when the big plays come in.
See Riley Kobaugh out there. Remember last year, and I'll get back to it after this play, out at West Shamokin, Riley did something that was pretty amazing, actually. And quarterback, Cole Wingard on the RPO, and he's popped pretty good and hit by Sean Voluchik, who's really been playing good football for Homer Center. He's one of our Renda Media 5 stars in the program book if you picked one up. But Riley Kobaugh hit big Lou Schwartz last year and knocked him out of the game. Schwartz was a big boy.
Oh, yes.
And Riley really popped him. I remember when Lou came in for a photo op into Renda Media, we spoke about that. Timeout called by West Shamokin with 4:07 left in the first half. Wolves take a timeout. Timeout's brought to you by Luxembourg's Jewelers in the Indiana Mall. We're knotted up at 7 on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
To be a champion, you need to have teamwork, great skills, good conditioning, and above all, you need to stay healthy. But if injury occurs, you need a team of specialists that can back in the game. Indiana Total Therapy has been helping area athletes for years. Indiana Total Therapy, with 3 locations, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge in Blairsville, Shelley Drive in Indiana, and at the Human Motion Institute on the campus of IRMC. ITT, the best in our field, and voted Best Physical Therapy in the Best of Indiana County contest.
Hi, my name is Zachary, and this is the bus that I take to school every day. It's a Smith bus. We have a really fun bus driver, and guess what? Smith Bus Company is hiring new bus drivers.
That's right. Smith Bus Company is hiring positions for full and part-time drivers and driver's assistants. They provide transportation for 6 area school districts, and they're proud of the work they do. Apply now at smithbusco.com, equal opportunity employer.
Back with you at Memorial Field, 3rd down and 6 out of the Wolves' timeout. They have Jaden Klonowski lined up as a wing left, and the Freshman quarterback Cole Wingard awaiting the shotgun snap from Preston Bellis, and it's the read option, and he has running room, and he has a first down to the Wildcat 48-yard line. Needed 6, got 7, and a new set of downs tackled by Jackson Taylor.
Got to have a spy on that quarterback. He pulls that ball out. He's hitting that hole quickly, and there's nobody there. And Homer needs to make that adjustment.
First down for the Wolves.
Freshman quarterback Cole Wingard, 93 yards on 10 rushes, including a 64-yard touchdown.
And they're all right straight up the middle. Homer's biting on that initial fake.
From the Wildcat 48. Same formation, and he's going to keep it again. He comes near side, has running room, and he's tripped up. Looked like that play was going to go for a bigger yardage, but still a first down win for West Shamokin, as Cole Wingard was stopped by Drew Fisher at the 41-yard line, but a gain of 7. It'll be second down and 3. Mentioned Lou Schwartz and his brother. Remember Bo? Wolves have 2 former standouts playing in the PSAC. One will make a visit to IUP's Miller Stadium tomorrow. Lou Schwartz is a freshman tight end at Slippery Rock, not getting playing time yet, while his older brother Bo is a quarterback on the Edinboro University roster. Breaking a tackle, first down yardage and more, and banging his way to the 30-yard line is Caleb Kimmel of the West Shamokin Wolves. Ward, I think what you're going to see here on our Dialed to Plumville replay is just some bad tackling by Homer Center. He broke 2 tackles and got to the 31-yard line.
And now it's a matter of making a stop for the Wildcats. Before was to get the ball back. Right now their biggest concern is to stop this drive.
Halftime, Northern Cambria 21, Penn's Manor nothing on our out-of-town scoreboard. And Wingard going to keep it. Makes a nice little cut, now bounces it outside to the 20. Runs through another tackle, 10-5, touchdown, 31 yards for the freshman Cole Wingard. And he made a couple of black jerseys look silly and takes it to the house for his second touchdown. He's over 100 yards rushing, and the Wolves have the lead 13-7 with 2:22 left here in the first half.
Well, it's a malady, a problem Homer's had all season long. Is just inability to make a basic tackle. They had a couple of shots at him, let him run through them, and that's just inexcusable at this stage of the year. But you can't make a simple tackle, and that's what's killing this team right now.
Long snappers Blake Schaefer, holder Ryan Boer, left-footed soccer-style kicker Coleman Stockdale, and the kick is up, and the kick looks good. And it is good. Teams come upfield with 2:22 remaining in the first half. West Shamokin 14, Homer Center 7 on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
Are you looking to improve the water in your home? When you think of better water, think H2O Restoration. Discover how H2O can give you and your family clean, quality water throughout your home. For your free water analysis and consultation, and to see how H2O can help you improve your water, give them a call at 724-354-3222. Experience the difference that clean water can do for you and your family with H2O Restoration. 724-354-3222.
Homer City American Legion Post 493, a longtime backer of Homer Center Athletics, is pleased to be a part of today's broadcast and wishes the best of luck to the Homer Center Wildcats this season. Homer City American Legion Post 493 has served Homer City and our veterans for more than half a century. They are a staple of the community and believe in giving back. So have fun today, teams. Represent your communities well. From your friends at the Homer City American Legion Post 493.
Coleman Stockdale will tee it up, but first we'll tell you about the Luther Ford Drive summary for the Wolves. 6 plays, 59 yards. It took 3 minutes and 3 seconds. They were 1 for 1 on third down. They picked up 2 first downs. Wingard now, the quarterback, the freshman, 12 carries, 131 yards. He's almost at his season total, which was 155 coming in.
He's a good runner. I won't deny him that, but the tackling has just been atrocious.
Stockdale, good end-over-end kick. backs Dunn up to the 3-yard line where he corrals the ball to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. He has running room to the 30, to the 35, 40, and he's hit and dropped as he gets to the 44-yard line. But a 40-yard return for Braden Dunn gives the Wildcats some hope before the half comes to an end, as they have pretty good field position. That was a great kick. Maybe outkicked his coverage, but I think just an outstanding return. They mark it at the 45, so a 41-yard return officially.
Coleman Stockdale on the tackle, and I'll tell you, he rattled him. That was a good hit by Stockdale. Give Braden credit for being able to get up, but he was on his way. 4-down territory for the Wildcats with just 2:13 left here. I don't know if they got a couple timeouts. They need to score, though.
Wildcats with 2 timeouts remaining. Carson going to give to Dunn, and Dunn is stacked up and tackled for a loss as he came from the left wing position, doing a good job staying home. Was that Jervis Sony? No, it was Trey Rocco.
Yeah, and again, that's what you do.
Dialed some Plumville replay.
Watch. They just wait for it to come to them. That is how you defend your end. And Homer chases.
Jaden Klanowski also in on that tackle, one of the linebackers, second on the team with 24 tackles. And we have a timeout going to be called by Homer Center. Timeouts brought to you by Luxembourg's Jewelers. You can lay away for the holidays. It's that time of year. West Shamokin laying away a 7-point victory, hopefully at the half. That's what they're hoping for. They lead 14-7 on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect play and completing it, like choosing to pass instead of run the ball. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. State Farm agent Zachary Mortimer is right here in Armstrong County to help you select the right protection at the right price. Zachary will make sure you understand your insurance coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Zachary Mortimer and his team, when you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Renda Digital TV is Indiana County's leading live stream service. Our team of dedicated producers and on-air personalities work hard to bring you network-level event and sports coverage to your fingertips. And if you can't make it, every live stream is archived, so you never miss a minute. And for you IUP football fans, Renda Digital TV is the exclusive home of Hawk Talk, airing every Monday during the season. Subscribe to Renda Digital TV for free today.
Second down and 13 for the Wildcats out of their own timeout. 1:37 remaining. They stare at the scoreboard in the south end zone. A 14-7 Wolves lead, and taking the shotgun snap, Carson Arone going to throw downfield. Riley Cobaugh hauls it in at the 30. That'll be a 28-yard hookup for from Carson Arone to Riley Cobaugh, who caught a big touchdown pass last week. On the tackle was the young man doing it on the offensive side for the Wolves, freshman Cole Wingard.
Nice job by Riley, though. He come across in a deep crossing pattern and just ran under the pass. That's how you do that. Well thrown. 1:26 to go.
From the 28-yard line. Protectors Braden Dunn, and Arone takes the snap, throws over the middle, and overshoots his tight end Deedon Fedoric, who was breaking open. By the way, for Riley Cobaugh, his 6th reception, and he's had some pretty good chunk plays.
Yeah.
Riley's up over 160 yards in pass receptions, 3 touchdowns to his credit. So it'll be second down and 10. Clock stopped with 1:15 to play here in the first half. The Wildcats trying to get on the board. Keep in mind, Brady Frazier has kicked an Indiana County school record, the sophomore, a 46-yarder earlier this season. That was off the turf at Penn's Manor. So he has a big leg. If the Wildcats can even get a little bit closer, I'm sure they'd take 3. They'd prefer 6. Arone takes the shotgun snap, dances around, throws deep, some confusion, but no, it's Cobaugh out there. No confusion for Riley. He hauls it in inside the 5-yard line. I didn't even see him. And he broke free. And he has a big pickup of about 25 yards. The junior is developing into an outstanding receiver for Homer Center. No field goal now. They want 6. It's first and goal at about the 3-yard line.
Did you see him out there, Mark? I was watching the other receiver and never saw Riley.
Well, he was, from our vantage point, he was kind of shielded by the cornerback, Aiden Osterling. That's why we didn't see him, but obviously Carson Arone saw him, and Carson turns, hands it off to Dunn, breaks a tackle, fighting for the goal line, and he's going to be in for a touchdown. That's that determination that Braden Dunn has, and he gets the Wildcats on the board again. They're within a point. It's 14-13 with 41 seconds left. Braden Dunn, it was only 3 yards, but I'm telling you, it was sensational.
It was. It's huge, too, because Homer's back in the ball game now. It looked like they were going to flounder a little bit. Great job, great passing by Carson Arone, and certainly Riley Cobalt, 2 terrific catches.
Done to hold. Brady Fraser, the sophomore right-footed soccer-style kicker. He slipped as he kicked it, but he got it through. This field has been very wet with all of the rain, and we're knotted up at 14 apiece with 41 seconds left here in the first half. It's West Shamokin 14, Homer Center 14 on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
Great food and fun? And you want to go to the hidden dive where all the locals eat? Around these parts, that's Mavericks. Pick your favorites from the jukebox, grab a cold one at the bar, and rack up a round of 8-ball. They've got a new one-page menu that covers it all. Appetizers, burgers, sandwiches, salads, and the best wings. Period. Everything is prepared better than you expect. Minutes from anywhere in Homer City right off 119. Mavericks. Drinks, sports, food. Make us proud, Wildcats. You got
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
The second quarter made possible by State Senator Joe Pittman, proud to support all of our students in the 41st District. Paid for by Friends of Joe Pittman.
Luther Ford drive summary, 6 plays, 55 yards, took a minute 32. Carson Arone 5 of 9 for 90 yards and a touchdown now. Kick is away, taken at the 11-yard line. And with the football, it is Wingert. And he's over the 25 to about the 26 or 27-yard line. See who brought him down on that kick coverage tackle for the Wildcats. Coming up at halftime, a couple of key members of that 1974 team, Joe Mucci and Joe Supko, will join us. Just looking at the Dowds of Plumville replay, Colin Doherty and Riley Cobaugh, some others made that tackle. Riley Cobaugh, how about 53 yards of reception yardage on that touchdown drive?
That's terrific, just terrific catches.
First and 10 at their own 27. And they hand it off, and running into the official was Klanowski, and the official goes down. And if not for the official, maybe Klanowski's still running. Do we credit the official with the tackle?
He's a big boy, Klanowski, and again, how they missed him.
Riley Cobaugh on the tackle, but a gain of 16 yards.
Just off tackle play. I mean, that's just lousy tackling. That line's got to get some penetration.
I thought the official made a pretty good tackle.
Yeah, he did.
Wingert to pass, steps up, and eludes pressure, rolls to his right, throws downfield out of bounds, and they go up on the hillside, but that's 10 or 15 yards out of bounds on the far side of the field with 9 seconds left in the half. Our Renda Media 5 stars in the program book from last week, Braden Dunn, of course, sophomore Carson Arone, Sean Voluchik, senior outside linebacker, Riley Cobaugh, who did a little bit of everything, and Jackson Taylor, who was strong on defense and special teams.
Big stop. Last play, I believe the Wildcats should receive.
No, they Yeah, wait.
We were confused on that because I believe they kicked off.
Yeah, they will receive the second half kickoff. You're correct. 2nd down and 10, as you always are, and there's a flag for delay of game. So after an incomplete pass, you take a delay of game, and that's maybe a freshman mistake. Cole Wingard, who's not made many.
No, he has been outstanding. They got to be tickled to death with him knowing he's just a freshman.
Our Wildcat flashback feature that we always have at halftime, it's going to be live here in the booth with a couple of members of the 74 team. And then, Ward, I may dispatch you down to see if you can catch Ron Coleman in the end zone and chat with him for a minute or two at some point during the half or early in the third quarter. Try to get it during the half if we can, just to alert our field cameraman, Chris Yonner. And the snap goes through the legs of the quarterback, who dives on it, and there's a flag on the play. And that might, let's see what the flag's going to be on. Did they catch the hold that everybody was yelling for? The snap went through the through the quarterback's legs, Cole Wingard, all the way back to the 24-yard line. So that's a loss of 13. Holding on the Wolves. There's only 4 seconds left, so they'll give head coach Greg Page the option. Coach Page in his 18th season, 113 wins, 81 losses. He's 4-4 against West Shamokin. Coach Phil Parks, his first game as a head coach against the Wildcats. Coach Page, the owner of 2 District 6 championships, took the only Indiana County team to a state championship. Unfortunately came up short against Jeanette, but the only team in Indiana County ever to get that far back in 2017. They restart the clock and they'll let it expire, and we have played 24 minutes of football here at Memorial Field. Coming back with our SCG Hobby halftime show, including a couple of guests from that 74 team, our Wildcat flashback feature brought to you by Mavericks. Many team members, including myself. I wasn't a team member, but I spent some time with them last night at Mavericks. That was a lot of fun. Our score at the half: Homer Center 14, West Shamokin 14. Our SCG Hobby halftime show coming up next on the IRMC Renda Media Football.
Grayston Coral Sportsman's Club continues to soar, and the club is proud to offer newly remodeled facilities for its many members. Voted best social and sportsman's club in Indiana County, the club features a large 3-acre fishing pond that is well stocked and offers a shooting range that is open year-round. The club takes pride in hosting kid-friendly events and the annual fireworks display for the 4th of July. Inside, club members can enjoy a newly remodeled bar area, the perfect place to unwind and watch your favorite team. The Grayston Coral Sportsman's Club. Go!
Let's go! Quick, Ken, we're getting higher and higher.
Almost as high as the closing fees on those mortgages we sold last month.
And we keep getting higher.
I know. Our closing costs are making us a fortune right now.
They sure are, but I meant we are getting higher towards the moon.
Hey, and the best thing is our customers can't find us up here.
Tired of closing costs and hidden fees going to the moon? Are you fed up with online mortgage companies treating you like an astronaut who doesn't have problems with things going higher and higher? Refinancing or purchasing a new home? InFirst Bank is here for you. They've been the trusted local mortgage lender for over 100 years. They won't surprise you with increased closing costs or hidden fees. Only personalized service. They'll work with you every step of the way to get you into the home of your dreams. InFirst Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
InFirst Bank, here for you since 1922.
Hi?
We're looking for insurance.
Let's see who's free.
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a Trusted Choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do what's right for you.
More choices and more savings at Walbeck Insurance. 479-9378. 479-9378.
So what sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team, it's about the strategic and business plan, it's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
Don't miss the Dowd 74th anniversary sale. Whether you want to furnish one room or your entire home, you'll save big. Right now, buy one item at Dowd's special sale price and get a second item of equal or lesser value at half off. That's right, every other item at half off. Plus, get 1 year free financing. The Dowd 74th anniversary sale. Drive a little, save a lot. Dowd's of Plumville and Greensburg.
Doesn't your home deserve Dowds?
The Homer Center Marching Band under the direction of John Stolar is doing an outstanding job down on the field. We are tied in this football game, 14 apiece. We will be getting to radio replays in just a little while. West Shamokin had the only touchdown in the first quarter. Their freshman quarterback, Cole Wingard, kind of stole the show. And then Carson Arone, the Wildcats sophomore Q, not to be outdone, brought the Wildcats back with a couple of passes to Riley Cobos, setting up Braden Dunn's touchdown run late in the half to tie the game up at 14. When we return on our SCGO Hobby halftime show, you'll see on Renda Digital TV a couple of former Wildcats that Chris Yonner will keep them here. Does he have his camera with him here? We'll get the two Joes, Joe Mucci and Joe Supko, if you're watching on Renda Digital TV. And we'll talk about that 74 team on our Mavericks Wildcat flashback. That and more when our SCGO Hobby halftime show continues. West Shamokin 14, Homer Center 14 on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
Dan in a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck in a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
I'm Senator Joe Pittman. From Indiana to Westmoreland and Jefferson to Armstrong counties, I'm dedicated to supporting every student in the 41st District. As Senate Majority Leader, I'm committed to ensuring our kids have the opportunities they deserve, whether it's excelling in athletics or engaging in extracurricular activities or achieving academic excellence. Together, we're building a strong foundation for our children's future. I appreciate your support.